Hi there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are here for you. Let's jump into it. We are here with the new moon in Cancer reading, and okay, right off the bat, I'm seeing that there might be something kind of sentimental coming up here. Not a huge surprise. It is the new moon in Cancer after all, so take it as you will. But I'm seeing that specifically here for you, Sagittarius, or something maybe that. As I was meditating, I was getting this really clear message: keep the energy moving, and I'm hearing clearing, keep clearing. Maybe you're really spending a lot of time cleaning things out, maybe throwing stuff away. Maybe you're deciding on, is this, okay, just sentimental, or is it actually serving me? Is it sentimental and serving me, or is it something, there's something you're defining here really very clearly. So let's get into it, Sagittarius. Nine of Cups upright. Yeah, some of you are, some of you maybe feel like there's been something with excess kind of lingering even. It's like it's just been excess. It hasn't actually been helping me. I'm hearing that as well with the Nine of Cups upright. Like, I realize this is not really, like, gonna help me in the long term, and really when it comes to my vision and what I want to manifest, I have to let this go. I'm hearing that as well. There's something that you've realized that you don't really want to invest in any longer. I'm hearing that as well. Now let's continue from that Nine of Cups. Let's clear it. The moon, okay? Yeah, there's something that is a sensitivity here, okay? It makes you maybe feel sensitive. It's like, I don't really want to, like, say goodbye. I'm hearing that as well. But you kind of feel like something has really kind of run its course a little bit. It's like, what am I doing here? I'm hearing that as well. Like, what is the point of this? I'm hearing that, Sag. Like, you're maybe asking, yourself these, like, broader questions, okay, more macro questions, like, is this still relevant to me? And it may literally kind of be, like, going through, I'm hearing even old magazines. It's like, I'm gonna just throw this away. Like, this has nothing to do with me. I'm hearing that as well. So maybe this is even something kind of karmic, maybe something that you realize, like, okay, this is what other people were interested in. It wasn't really, like, what I said for myself I wanted. So I'm seeing you throwing away pamphlets and papers. Okay, now the Sun of Cups in reverse, Six of Wands. Yeah, no, this is big deal, Sag. I feel like it is something that it involves maybe a lot of people as well. I'm seeing that. Like, this is maybe something that you realize, like, it's going to affect other people, the decisions I make in this space. But you kind of have to do what you need to do. I'm seeing that with the Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, it's like, I'm seeing you kind of have to make an executive decision here, and there are three cards here I want to come through. Actually, four. First is the Deer in reverse. Be kind to yourself and others in reverse. There's a limit. I'm hearing that with the Nine of Cups. I feel like you've just gotten to this point where it's like, okay, I feel like this is not me also. So maybe something starts to become kind of less and less and less relatable for you. It's like, it's kind of something cyclical at this point. Like, yeah, I want to step out of that. So, and maybe some people may turn around like, oh my god, like, Sagittarius, that's so mean. It's like, but it's not anything. It's just like what I need to do for myself. It's not inherently, how can you say that what somebody's doing for themselves is either mean or nice or however? Now, we step into the moon, and, these are the cards you got. Rabbit, ask for help in reverse. Some of you are dating someone, something about maybe the culture, the past, the history, maybe it's just too karmic even. You're like, this is just too karmic. Like, I'm not gonna, no, I cannot relate to them. I'm hearing car ride, on the car ride over, like, it's that moment when you realize, like, okay, I don't see the long term in this, so why would I even invest in it at all? Like, you kind of know it in your heart. I'm hearing with Leo, like, what it is that love means to you. And even if you're like, well, let me see, maybe you meet someone, you're kind of interested in them, but it's like, you're, like, hearing them out. You're like, let me see what his, like, idea of love is, his theory of love. But you know what your theory of love is, and you know what you really want. I'm hearing that as well. From any situation, period. Like, there's some kind of standard that's really obvious for you, very clear. And yeah, I feel like you don't want to really debate that. I'm hearing crutch. Now, the Crow upright, believe in the magic upright coming through, and the Sun of Cups in reverse, and the Unicorn, use imagination. That card pops out in the Leo reading, like, right in the beginning of the reading. Okay, let's continue through. Yeah, some of you have, like, let's clear, even a duty. It's like, no, I've got someone. I'm hearing that. Like, maybe someone's trying to flirt with you, but, like, you have someone here already. I'm hearing that as well. The High Priestess in reverse. Like, this is where I'm headed. Like, you're not gonna, let's say it like this. You're not, Sagittarius, gonna be sacrificing your long-term vision and your potential, ultimately, for something that's kind of, it's like, would you really take the Nine of Cups, like, over the High Priestess? Like, this is kind of winning tokens in the arcade, like, and that's taking up all your time and your energy and your resources and your money, and then it's like, you realize, wait, I'm not going to actually be able to, like, have real time to do my real, like, I'm hearing kind of, like, the work I want to do and, like, really earn a living to be able to create the life that I want. I'm hearing with the High Priestess, some of you, again, like, there's something that you even are fantasizing about, you're visioning about. Some of you want to elevate the way that maybe you're approaching the storyline. For some of you, somebody has stepped out of the space, possibly. Yeah, and maybe suddenly, with the Eight of Wands in reverse. I'm hearing, let's clear it, markers. Marker. Someone is drawing something on someone's face. Someone's a makeup artist. I'm hearing that as well. Something is not making sense though. It's like off. It's like, I don't know. Like, I feel like something is not right. It's not the right position. I don't know what that could be a metaphor. It's like, maybe it's a job title even that you're in. It's like, this is just not, it's not where I want to be. No. Emperor upright, Sun upright, Temperance upright. Now, Two of Swords leads you out. I feel like, yeah, somebody stepped out of a space here with the Chariot reverse, High Priestess in reverse. And we're going to get further into these energies most likely tonight on the channel members to take a deeper dive with the weeklies. We already have a general reading out for Cancer, general Cancer reading. New Moon in Cancer, but I want to go in and really extrapolate. We already have, I think, even the July weekly readings out that we did about a week ago or so. But I want to get, a few weeks ago we did that weekly. But let's just even go further, and I want to expand on these energies here with the new moon. So, but with the Two of Swords leading out and the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like there's something that some of you feel like you need to be free. And you have to, like, kind of, there's something that you need, like, even maybe space from. It's like, I want to see it the way I see it. I mean, I want to have the space to be able to also create my own values in the space. For a number of you, this is something that was kind of oppressive, potentially. Like, it felt really, like, I keep hearing, like, outdated. It's like, you realize, well, okay, that's nice in theory, but, like, if I were to do that, I wouldn't have the space to really pursue this other aspect of my life. Let's clear it. The way that I would want to. It's almost as if, like, you're working for a company and they have their, I'm hearing their quotas that they want to reach, but it's like, yeah, but if we end up just, sticking around for their visions and values, then it's like, when can I actually pursue what I want to do? Some of you may be actually stepping out of a career. Yeah, some big time, making career jumps and moves with the Ace of Cups universe. Some of you actually getting ready to travel. And that's your long-term vision. It's like, that's your, how do I say it? Like, so you laying everything out, you're like, what's my macro long-term vision? That's the important key here. I'm seeing with the Temperance card upright. Anything that sort of pulls me outside of that landscape of understanding what that is as well, anything that complicates things and makes me feel like I'm further and further away from what I really want to manifest, is gotta go. I'm hearing that. It's gotta go, and I see you kind of being really clear, like, which is really amazing, Sagittarius, because you're ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter likes to just, like, blow as much air in the bubble, kind of, like, vibe. It's like, the more the merrier. Jupiter is an expansive energy, and it's not to say that it's a negative thing. Okay, I have a lot of Jupiter in my chart. I'm Pisces Sun, Sagittarius Moon. They're both ruled by Jupiter. And I have Jupiter in my 9th house. It is more or less cusping my midhaven, and it's in Leo. I understand. I am very Jupiterian. Okay, very Jupiterian. My moon is actually my 1st house, so let's clear it. But it's interesting. I'm hearing Leo. It's interesting. Okay, because what I'm getting is that you kind of are like, there's a limit, right? Jupiter can be helpful. Maybe this is something that actually helped you. The Nine of Cups, it's like the excess, the realizing that it's excessive and realizing, there's a scale. I'm hearing that you realize as well that there is, like, more is not necessarily better. More of this is not necessarily better. Let's clear it. You lead out with the Temperance card up, right? I feel like it comes down to how you observe a certain space, okay? And you're like, okay, I want to define what my goal is here as well. I want to have a goal. I want to have a priority, okay? So this is getting complicated up here with the Nine of Cups. Maybe there's something that has gotten a little out of control, and I'm seeing you taking control of that, which is great, Sag. Like, wow. Jupiter's actually also retrograde at this time, and it's in Pisces, so expect for things to become more clear in that space. Hangman upright. I would look at your birth chart and see where you have Jupiter. There could be something that you're also, like, you're downsizing, you're simplifying, you're like, I feel like wherever you have Jupiter in chart, you're going to get to that point where you realize, well, there's going to be a massive realization. It's like, does that really serve me? Or has it literally been, like, I'm hearing a rerun situation? I'm seeing that as well. For me possibly being a question, like, I'm seeing you throwing yourself away. throwing stuff out, Sag, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, High Priestess in reverse. For me, this is like socially, there are certain people that, hey, I'm hearing, let's clear it. Yeah, even maybe these are some job connections. Networking, it's like, I'm networking like fucking crazy. It's like too many people, I'm hearing that. You gotta downsize. It's clear, you gotta downsize, yeah. Some of you, like, gonna be saying goodbye to a few people here. I'm seeing with the High Priestess in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, possibly. Or something that, I'm hearing parents, Eight of Cups in reverse, I'm hearing the High Priestess in reverse. There's something you're pushing away and something that you're inviting in. And I feel like it is visually, this concept came through in the Gemini. Let's clear it. This is gonna be a metaphor. But always take it as well. Five of Pentacles on the ground. Yeah, Nine of Wands. There was something you really let go of. You're like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm just hearing that. So, Ace of Swords are bright. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's something that you released. And, again, maybe, like, there was a side to it. Like, wow, like, but it's cool, it's great. But there's just something you realize, I'm not going to be able to elevate if I'm holding on to that. Take it as you will. How many of you are resonating with this concept here? Feel free to hit the like button. Hit the like and be like looking at those there. I'll be like looking at the likes. Yeah, some of you, it's exciting, Sagittarius. You realize that, also what you want. So we're going to read further on this with the Tempest card, but let's pull a card here just really quickly for each of the days. 6th through the 9th. Yeah, I see you getting more clear on your values as well. It's like, was that my value or their value? Okay, I'm gonna throw that out. You know, it's like something, I don't know, like maybe it's even, again, like objects in your house. It's like, this is just like cluttering shit up. Like, do I need that? Like, I'm hearing cough syrup medicine as well. Like, they brought that to my house. Like, this is not, you know what I'm saying? Like, when people even, like, let's say someone brings you something, it's like, that's not even me. It's like, I don't even take cough syrup. I'm just hearing that. It could be a metaphor, but it's like, you know? It's just something even, like, vibrationally, like, the fact that I'm holding on to something that is, like, someone else's, like, this is, I don't want that. I'm hearing that. Okay. So, I feel like there is a sentimental side to this, with the Hangman in reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. It's like, but, like, she's here, and, like, they like that, and, like, this and that. It's like, I also see that that might be the illusory space, and maybe it's just that moment where there's that huge fucking shift of, like, whoa, like, Neptunian, like, fog is not necessarily, like, the way I'm gonna, like, understand my future. Interesting. But I feel like you know that, Sag, but it's just something that, again, maybe got out of hand, out of control. It was something of, like, something, again, cyclical, excessive, even. It's like, but it wasn't allowing you to access your gifts, your talents. Maybe for some of you, it was possibly even a habit. Like, this is just not, it's not where I'm at. I'm in that. Okay, let's get the cards day by day. Death in reverse. For some of you, this is someone in your midst who, like, I'm hearing, like, they tried to taser you down with, like, their emotional situation. I don't know what that's about. Like, they're kind of controlling maybe, or it's a frequency that you kind of quickly called it out. Like, this is trying to, like, kind of, like, control me. Okay. Yeah, no, he's not good for me. I'm just hearing that. Even if there are these other factors, that's not for me. Okay. Death in reverse. Death in reverse. Daughter Cups in reverse. Oh my god. Okay, some of you, this person had a lot of baggage, and they wanted to, like, kind of put it on you almost. Devil upright coming through on the 8th. Then we step into the 9th, the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, some of you striking out on your own. It's like, I can't be worried. 3 swords in reverse leading out of the Hierophant in reverse. I feel like you feel, possibly, somebody feels a little bit like they're skating on ice, okay? 7 of Pentacles, and well, they're not sure if it's thin or not, but they're skating, and that's the point. And it feels kind of maybe overwhelming. Like, think about it. When you release something, right, it's kind of like pulling a thorn out of a wound. It's like the wound is like kind of, you know, it's like pulsing. There is a sensitivity here. And it can be a projected energy as well, possibly. Let's clear it. This is something that you had to let go. I keep hearing that. You saw it so clear. I'm seeing on the 6th, 7th, the 6th. There's something that you could, I'm here, I could not mistake it. Some of you saw a side of somebody. It's like you couldn't unsee. For some of you, though, you saw somebody with someone else. I don't know what that was about. Somebody maybe even reveal something to you of their own character, and it's like, oh my god. It kind of changes. It gives flavor for the flavor dimension to the discussion maybe you had with them prior in the past. So let's clear it. Now, the Devil's upright on the 6th, 7th, the 8th. I feel like something is going to plateau. You might get into a heated conversation here for a number of you Sagittarius with the Devil upright. Some of you may be actually, you figure something out even with the Death card in reverse on the 6th. It's like something becomes kind of like so obvious, like, oh my god, I'm hearing he's there right now. It's like, yeah, no, you are not. You're not here for that. I'm hearing that, Sag. Like, maybe that's what someone's telling you. Like, you gotta step out of this, like, this whole storyline altogether. The Hierophant reverse. Hence the, like, I don't want to just pull apart, like, a few petals, you know, that are, like, really dying. It's like, if the whole bouquet is not really something that I am here for, like, I'm gonna, like, give it back. I'm hearing that as well. Some of you were maybe really getting very deep in talks with someone about a certain relationship here with the Death in reverse, Devil upright. It's like that moment you're like, gotta be awkward. I gotta say it, gotta do it. Like, pulling the thorn out. Like, you know, I'm hearing I don't have time to think about, yeah. So anyways, you lead out with the Empress in reverse. We'll get into your extended here, Sagittarius, on the members section of the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love and light to you. Let's clear it really quickly. Yeah, there's something that I keep hearing you've let go of. You have the Fool looking up at the 6 of Cups. Enjoy this period.